Hey guys, I is here. Yes, we are going to stream. We're streaming right now. So, sorry about the late start here. I was having some technical difficulties. I was getting this mouse model in here to test these fur shaders, and I thought it was already unwrapped, but it turns out it wasn't. So I had to run and get a different one. So, hi, welcome to the stream. My name is Gavin. I am the technical artist here, and today we're going to investigate fur shaders. So, as here on screen, as you can see, we are doing. Thank you. Yes. So the music you're hearing in the background, this is the One Ups. It's a nice little jazz band I like. They take video game music and they remix it all jazzy, and I really like it, so that's going to be in the background. Let me know if you can't hear me over them. So, in fact, I'm going to turn it down so that it's not like I can hear myself think and talk, and it's not blasting for me, so. Alright. So, okay, yeah, shaders, fur shaders. So, let's see, is this? Of course it isn't. Okay, so in the past we have used the Imperial fur shader, and is this right? Yeah. Okay. We've used the Imperial fur shader, and so I'm just gonna bring in some of the textures from there. I have this. Let me back up. This here is a test project that I've made to like kind of test some various things out. I'm a little just behind the eight ball bringing in some textures for the various things. So we have here, we need a control map and all these other things. Here we go. This is what I want. I want to organize by type, and I'm just gonna drag all these textures in here. I hope it'll work out. So, alright, bringing in the textures. And you find I can't hear your thoughts. Uh-oh. Alright, I will try to speak more out loud. Let me know if I'm kind of just being too quiet. Usually I'm pretty good at rambling, but that may not always work out well. So, okay, so let's see here. Let's get the beetle mat in here. Actually, we're just gonna. There you go. Oh boy, that is not. I want it all. Okay, so this is gonna be an old texture map. So that's just not gonna look good at all. Boy, dang. All right. Let's see something. It is NeoFur. Let's just open up these demo scenes. We're just going to start looking at the differences of them. Yeah, camel mouse, exactly, a little camel pattern. Yeah, let's say this. Okay. No, that's not right at all. Or is it? What happens when we hit play? Nope, I don't think that's right. I don't know. For demos, the scene was already in. Is this right? There we go. 16.9. Thank you. Okay. Alright. You know? I'm just gonna have to go to the other scene because I just don't have this stuff in here that I'm gonna need. Alright, so let me back up. So the Imperial fur shader is one that we've been using, and it kind of there's like you end up getting an extra texture map that is your control map, and you use that to control the height of the fur and how much it bends or whatever. And we wanted to look at NeoFur because one of the things that NeoFur can do is it uses a morph map, which would be like a second mesh, to control how high the fur comes out and even what direction it goes out. So, but I'm switching projects here because this other project has a bunch of characters that I know are already set up. So, so we can just modify those to use the NeoFur stuff instead of creating the stuff from scratch, which I guess I totally underestimated what I needed to have in here ready to go. So, yum coffee. And this winter's snow globe scene is coming up slowly. This here is a test scene for a settings panel that was being worked on by some other members of the team. Here we go. Okay. So you guys saw this scene probably back in December. We released a trailer, and this here's the what the scene looks like in Engine. So I'm going to change this instead of one screen or two screens being one screen, and let's zoom in on this mouse. So here we can see what the Imperial Fur shader kind of looks like, the end results, where you know, it's kind of fuzzy. And it's actually not too bad. We really like it, like all the previous stuff. Turn down the music. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Here we go. There we go. Let me know if that works out. Okay. So you can see here the Imperial Fur shader. It's a nice you can map it. So like here's the tail, which has less fur, and here's the head, which has more. And it's not too bad. So we really like it, but we wanted to investigate some other things. So so just switching to the NeoFur demo scene, I can kind of see what it what NeoFur can do. So hit play. One of the things about NeoFur that's different from Imperial Fur is that NeoFur doesn't show in edit mode in Unity, which I'm not too concerned about. It's just different, you know. You just have to be aware of it. So, and since everything in NeoFur, each of the objects has to have its own material, and material settings get saved outside of play mode. Even with, like when you're in play mode and you make changes to the material settings, those get saved outside of it. So. If you guys have any questions about things that I'm saying, if it's getting too technical or whatever, just let me know, and I'll kind of explain what I mean. But yeah, this is taking a little bit to get started, but Unity always does that. Like the first time you play a scene, it always takes a little bit to get going. So. So, how you guys doing today? It's Thursday, February, what is today? It is the 9th, February 9th. Valentine's Day is coming up. All you guys in the audience, if you don't have plans yet, you should start thinking about that. So, pro tip, have a backup plan just for in general in case you ever do forget, that you can just like launch at any time. like backup, gift, date kind of stuff. Like an emergency date kit will serve you well. So, video games coming out on Valentine's Day. I don't know. There probably are. I haven't. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. But okay. All right. Okay. So final start. Here we go. So, NeoFur. You can see here. Here's a little saber-toothed tiger. Kind of see the ink, the ridge line on his back, you know, kind of like spiky, whatnot. It's pretty cool. Can be affected by wind zones, pulled outwards. Can be affected by physics. Pretty cool. But yes, this is the NeoFur test scene. Set it up like a gallery to show off different features and whatnot. So morph growth. This is the thing that really drew me to NeoFur, that I really wanted to try out. So you can see here, there's the base mesh, and then you have this morph target of the shape you want the fur to take, and then your end result right over here. It's a little hard to see because of all the blue. But let's see here. Yeah, you can see kind of the curvature shape there. So you can also do spline growths in case you didn't want to do morph targets or whatever. The other thing that I really like about NeoFur is the amount of LOD optimization that they do, changing dynamically the number of shells that they're rendering in order based on camera distance to really help out your performance, which, you know, when you're doing shell-based fur growth, that's potentially a real big killer. And so I appreciate that they kind of do that work for me. I don't have to do it. Bending fur, you can get this like, you know, hanging fur. You can get like straight up like porcupine spines. You can animate your morph targets. Maybe you want the morph targets to go in and out. Yeah, moving with WASD. So, yeah, that would be cool, having a little gallery as a 3D model. Yeah, a 3D model gallery, like walkthrough gallery. That's a good idea for a portfolio piece. So, see. Growth map you can see here, same thing that Imperial Fur does, but you know, texture with Imperial with NeoFur. Here they're showing off how you can totally use the same base mesh for a growth mesh, but you can also optimize it since it's just looking at shape and, you know, drastic performance increase and pretty much identical appearance. So. Dynamic shadowing, which, you know, that's really cool, but enabled with precaution is the key thing there, because dynamic shadows are always just really expensive. So, and you can use different fur components for colors and things. So, and then they have this little gallery over here of all the different kind of examples of shaders that they've done. So anyways, so yeah, I've been really impressed with them, and I kind of wanted to see what I could do with their stuff. So cheetah, tiger, not cheetah, tiger stripes. So yeah. So that is the NeoFur demo scene. We can go back to the snow globe. Hey, Kyle, John. All right. so let's take this mouse here and we'll just dupe him. Let's optimize him a little bit. Just take that light out of here. Maybe we could take the whole lantern out. I don't really care about it right now. Okay. And then this mesh, I want to make sure I'm using the exact same base mesh here. So, come on. There we go. All right. Mouse body is from the mouse habit file. Cool. So, I'm going to do, just going to go ahead and start a new, yes, actually do it. I'm going to go start a new Blender file. We're going to import that FBX. So it's your boop, 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 boop. Mouse habit. Of course they're not. Oh, that's perfect. You know what? I bet this one is the same. I think the key thing, double check that. Yep. Alright. Okay, so we can use this mesh and right now, do I care? Yeah, I'm just gonna hide this. I'm not gonna delete it. Okay. So let's go back to here and see if we can't just start changing the material, and then later we'll have a morph target thing. So NeoFur, let's dupe that and change it to a NeoFur. Drag you on here, and just to make sure that it worked. Yep, applied correctly. So okay, interesting. What happens when we hit play? I'm gonna have to hit that. Are there any good Unity primer tutorials out there that you or Erwin would recommend? By primer, I assume you mean like beginner Unity tutorials. Unity itself has a pretty large beginner tutorial database, and even some advanced ones. So let's see, what is this? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna have that cinematic thing. What I want is, I want just this normal camera. Pretty sure, I think if I turn this on, it'll be the right one. I think I used this early on in this scene's development. Just need to find the current camera. Camera root. If I turn you on. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now when I hit play, it'll just orbit around the scene, and I can look at that mouse right there. Because again, NeoFur doesn't render in edit mode, so you have to hit play mode to see it. So I just want to see, by just switching the shader of the material from the Imperial Fur shader to the NeoFur shader, what happens there. So yeah, this today's stream is very much you're kind of taking this right along with me. So let's see, everyone's helping out. Fruzix. development coding. Ah, okay. Crazy shadows. So, okay, so that his skin is just not showing up at all. So that's interesting. Okay. All right.
The invisible mouse.
Are you? Yeah, you're totally. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's my boss. All right. Let's see here. So, fur surface. Do we want the root texture? What does that do? Doesn't seem to do much. Density, fur noise. Height min. Okay. Well, let's take a second to turn off some of this extra stuff. Just to speed up the scene a little bit, so that when we hit play, it takes a little bit, or it's quicker to get going. So, okay. All right. We have mouse body selected here. Maybe if we just select the material. Okay. All right. Huh. Okay. Well, let's hit play, and we'll see if we can't just through trial and error kind of get something to show up. And if we can't, what we may do is we may go over to that other scene and steal one of its objects, shaders, and just kind of binary compare it, just back and forth, different things. Well, we're waiting for that to go. Oh. Pause. I don't know why it starts pause. There's probably something. Okay. Alright. NeoFur. Root texture enabled. Nope. Tip texture enabled. No. Smoothness metallic. Doesn't do anything. Rim light strength. No. Density min. Alright. This is interesting. Okay. Oh. I wonder if we just need to change it to one of these makes a difference. Oh, perfect. That rock is in the way. Okay. Alright. First surface two-sider doesn't do it. We just do edit. Yeah. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. NeoFur, first surface VTF. Nothing. Okay. Alright. So, since that didn't work, let's find the folder in the project window and drag something in. Okay, cone cube, music, raccoon, cylinder, morphbox, skin text, music, sphere. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we have the little NeoFur sphere, and let's put on one of the materials. Sure, let's just do that one. Hit play. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why. I think I remember something about setting the correct camera. So Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we hit play. Alright. Y'all are talking all very nice, which is great. Okay, main camera. Okay. Let's go to NeoFur. So I guess today has become a bit of a troubleshooting stream. You get to see me troubleshoot graphics, which I hope you like that, because that's what's happening. Port all. License thing. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's. It doesn't let me highlight that, which I wish it did. But no, wrong. Here. There we go. Okay. Here we go. I know how to use computers, I promise. Is that right? Nope. Let's just search. We'll get there. So. Really? No, I don't want. Okay, fine. Go back to here. Let's explore. If I try and open it using Unity, it'll launch Visual Studio, which is way overkill for a text file. Okay. Basic usage. Tagged main camera objects. You see, it's a default footprint. We're creating a new NeoFur asset. You must set this parameter manually. No main camera, or if you use a different camera object. So, the NeoFur asset is Unity component. Okay. So maybe we just need to add that asset to you or your body. Hey. Okay. Let's recompute fur data. There we go. Okay. Now what happens when we hit play? Alright. Let's have this work this time. Okay, you still didn't work. What about that sphere? Where did the sphere go? Where did that? Ah, here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba. We have the NeoFur asset. I'm gonna do normals. Let's just reconvert the sphere data real quick. Okay. There's the sphere material. There's for growth material index 0. Will that work? Okay, let's hit play and see if that works again. If this doesn't work, then we go back to the support documentation. I think I see something. That's promising. Right. Hey, okay, it works. Alright, so that works at least. Alright. So I think main thing in the NeoFur asset, I assigned that material correctly. Let's save this scene as a separate scene. NeoFur test. Yay. Okay. Alright, so then if we go back to the mouse. Alright. Yay for ball. Okay. Do mouse NeoFur. We put that in. Again, save the scene, just in case. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, well, we can see the mouse. It is definitely it's not quite what we want, but we can see it. So that is promising. So we're making progress. So yeah, let's recomplete the fur data. And there we go. Okay. You know, this is a whole different scene, so I feel comfortable just deleting all these things that I turned off. Clean it up. Go ahead, delete that. Should speed it up a little bit. Badger. Need a sled. Where's your camera? Alright, let's crank this up. Make it brighter. Okay. Alright, back to the mouse. Let's name you old mouse, just so that we can be real clear. How about you guys? Or you? Let's have it. Body. Okay. Alright. See, it's nice to see a developer work through these things the way I would, make the process seem much more on pace with what might be, quote unquote, the norm. Yeah, I don't know how else you would work through these things except, you know, just try. I don't know. I guess there are different ways to learn this kind of stuff. You know, for me, it's always been like read up on it as much as you can, and then just get your hands dirty. So, what kind of gameplay style would this be? Third person, yes. Adventure, yes. Hack and slash, not so much. More stealth. There'll be some combat, but this is no. What is the Japanese series where you're the guy who runs around on the battlefield and just kills everyone? It's not like that. Can't think of the name right now, but we're not doing anything close to that. Just in case you were wondering. All right. Okay, we made some changes. Let's test them before we get too far down the road. Alright, and he is still being all sorts of funky. I wonder what's happening there. We got NeoFur. Let's see, platforms. Debug draw. A little bit of detail. there's no wind zone. Shell count 20. What if I don't see anything here that I can think of that would, yeah, I don't really know what's going on there, so alright, just one more time. Let's hit recompute fur data and then play just one more time just to see what he's doing. Yeah. Still does that. So, okay. Alright. If I go to morph, growth mesh contains no morphs. That's okay. What happens if we just do it anyways? Yep, still does it. Okay. Alright, well. Good points for consistency. You know? Alright. Okay, so not making too much progress there. So let's go back up here. Display mesh. Static or animated. What happens? Crazy theory. What happens if we turn the animator off? Okay. Still offset, but now he just doesn't move. So that is not not quite what we're looking for. What about that compute shader? There was. If we do that, have we seen what the Ghost of Tail guy is doing? Yes, absolutely. And he's doing some pretty cool stuff. So lots and lots of props to him. That's I think what I'm going to say about that for now. But yeah, very cool, very impressive for him. Less so this mouse. That's okay. This is a pro tip, everybody who wants to get into the game industry. This is like 60% of your life, finding problems and figuring out how to get past them. So, it's just fixing things. Most of game development is just this ugly. Alright, let's go back to here. For surface shader, multiple objects can't share a single fur material, only 60%. Probably at least 60%. Alright, let's just go back. Let's see. Frequently asked questions. Technical fact. Oh, this is Unreal. I don't want Unreal. I want Unity facts. Versions. Display for different platforms. So, where's my fur? Okay. That's less helpful. Basic usage. Basic usage for Unity. Here we go. That's what I want. Basics for surface shader. Parameters for color density. Yeah. Use for certain mobile configurations. Yeah, C#. SPJerk, that is absolutely right. The last 10% of your work is 90% of the work. So, yeah, that's totally, absolutely true. There we go. Okay. Alright, none of this is telling me why it's just offset. So, alright. New strategy. We're gonna file new. We're just gonna do this cube. See if we can get that to work. Gonna unwrap it real quick so that we can play around with it a little bit. But vaccine. Sure, that'll work. Export FBX. Oh. 3D. Test cube FBX. Why not? That'll work. Alright, and then over here, switch back over to Unity. And then we're just going to find, there's testcube FBX, and testcube is now a character. Alright, yeah, sure, that'll work. Let's just make you a little bit smaller. I'm an artist and I can't do things that look, that's not true. I was gonna say I can't do things that look bad, but that's pretty categorically, this isn't super great, so. Sphere fur, I'm gonna call it cube fur, and we're going to relocate you into just the root characters folder and go back there. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Now you're all visible. Test cube, perfect. Gonna add NeoFur asset. Thank you very much. Go to normals, recompile fur data. Hit play. Let's see what we get. Awesome. That's, oh, right. Forgot to assign the material. Okay, one more time. Da-da-da-da. This is good music, I think. So. Hey, okay, alright. Okay, progress. A thing that I have created has fur on it and it matches. Alright. I think I can work with that. Okay, so let's start playing with this. If this becomes 40, I think that's, yeah. Okay. That's just going to be like a quality thing, so I increase the fur length. Yeah, alright. Okay. Fur length. So let's just put that at 1 because I say so. Yeah. And then shell fade. believe it was a multiplier kind of thing. Come back. Come back. I don't know what happened. Oh, Unity crashed. That's what happened. Well, guys, you know you're good at computers when you can break them. Pretty sure that's how that works. Let's see here. While we're waiting for this to come back up, let's see. Let's catch up on chat. JavaScript, Fagging languages, C. Blah blah blah. Create a first roller coaster tycoon, wrote the game in assembly. So. Yeah, languages, programming languages. Yay! Those are all languages that programming happens in. C# is pretty much my deal. So, one screen, and let's get back to NeoFur test. There we go. Okay. There's the sphere. And let's get that cube back in. Put the fur texture on it. No, I don't want that. I want test cube. Thank you. Bring you up. Add the NeoFur component. For asset thing, and go to normals, recompute fur data, assign material, save the scene so we don't have to redo this work. And now, if we hit play, right next to the cube there. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Hey. Okay. Now. Okay. Alright. Boy. I feel simultaneously a massive sense of accomplishment that I finally got it to work, and a crushing sense of disappointment that I have a cube and not a mouse. But but I think that's kind of a good reflection of video game development in general. So, oh man, I don't know what else I could do in the next 5 minutes or so. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So, if anybody has any more questions they'd like to ask about NeoFur or what we're doing or any of that stuff, go ahead and ask them. I'll see if I can't answer some questions for the next few minutes. Troubleshooting, general approach to bug, how we prioritize, any of that stuff. Give you guys a chance to type some stuff out. Do I like NeoFur better than Imperial? You know, Imperial Fur, seems to be, to me, it seems quicker to get up going. I think NeoFur has higher potential for like some subtleties of things we can do with it, but obviously there's some more to learn about exactly how it works and some subtleties. Maybe it's the skin mesh thing. I don't know. Gotta investigate this stuff further. But yeah, you know, a couple more days and I'll know whether or not I'll be able to get NeoFur working appropriately all the time, or if I just need to keep going with Imperial Fur. They're both amazing products. Like, whatever we end up with, it's gonna look good. So I'm just a fan of customizability, and I think that the morph target, the morph mesh thing, is really gonna give me some options that I don't quite have in Imperial Fur. So Fruzek says, maybe I'm just missing it, but it seems a lot of what you've done today is via the GUI and not coding in an IDE, so that's just another piece is less engaging to stream. Kind of, yeah, it's all in the GUI. I wasn't really debugging any code or anything, mostly because I didn't write any of this code. I'm just trying to use it, yeah, I'll be honest, I assumed I'd be able to just get it to work and start working right away, but obviously that is not quite the case. So but you know, sometimes that's how it works. That's how you know, sometimes you bring a thing in, you get something off the asset store or some other plugin, and you assume you're going to be able to make it work real great. You've seen super awesome examples of what other people have done with it, and it doesn't quite work the way you assume. You just gotta wrap your head around what the developer's mind frame was, so you can do stuff right. So you don't need to know C# to use Unity now. If you want to program, Unity uses C# for its programming and JavaScript, and I think Boo. I don't know anybody who uses Boo in Unity, but Unity uses Boo. So it'll help you to know those languages in order to customize this stuff, but you can also get programming packages that will do stuff for you off of the asset store. So like you know, people will put stuff up there where like it's like a racing game, and you can throw scripts onto your car assets or whatnot, and it'll drive them around. So it's exactly like Blender. You don't need to know Python in order to use Blender, but if you want to customize it to your needs and do things that, you know, it doesn't necessarily do right out of the box, knowing Python will help you do that. So yeah, so there you go. That's troubleshooting and game development and new fur shaders. So I guess one of the things I could do is I could look at the other mouse and show some of the things that it can do. The Imperial Fur shader. No, old mouse. There we go. Okay. So we can see here, you can change like strand density. It's a little hard to see actually from this distance. Can change the fur length. So, all right. Thanks for joining us today, SB Jerk. It's good having you in here. So, all right. I guess it's about that time, guys. So, thanks for joining me in Adventures of Troubleshooting today. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Definitely have some more experience with this under my belt, and we'll try some more like artistic, like how to actually get what you want and not just troubleshooting stuff. Next week is our video gaming week, and so we'll be playing some sort of a game. I believe Fibbage is up in the queue, and then the week after that, I'll be back with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed me. Have a good week, and have fun, and keep making cool stuff.